every MrBeast product that people love, there is one that everyone hates. Starting with Lunchly, MrBeast's most hated product. Lunchly is MrBeast's most recent business, and was released in September of 2024. The product line is a collaboration with YouTubers KSI and Logan Paul. Lunchly is supposed to be a better alternative to Lunchables, containing a Feastables bar, a small prime hydration drink, and one of the 3 food options. At first, it seemed like the product would be a hit, with the trio using the lower calories as a huge selling point, making the product seem healthy. That was until the rest of the internet got involved, and made Lunchly the most hated product of 2024. The issues began when normally passive YouTuber DanTDM commented on the situation. This caused a lot of other creators to get involved, including Dr. Mike, who stated his concerns with the product.
It's clear Lunchly, just like Lunchables, misses the mark too many times to be considered meaningfully healthier.
But what made this situation worse was how KSI specifically responded to it. He began by releasing immature videos responding to the criticism, and began mocking the situation.
What happened to YouTubers, man? I can't not say anything anymore. How does this benefit their fans?
But the trio got their final blow only a few days later. This was where mold was found in some of the meals, cementing Lunchly as MrBeast's most hated product, which is the opposite of Beast Burger, which showed the maturity and professionalism of MrBeast. Beast Burger is one of MrBeast's oldest products, being revealed in this video in December of 2020. The business started as a partnership with Virtual Dining Concepts. Keep this in mind as it becomes very important later. The concept was to open a chain of restaurants using ghost kitchens. This was already a huge positive, as ghost kitchens allowed many businesses to stay alive and save many people's jobs. Beast Burger was an instant hit, with over 300 locations being opened over the US on launch, quickly scaling to over 1,000 within a few months. The first physical location was opened in 2022 and broke records with over 10,000 customers waiting for it to open. The burger chain generated over $100 million in revenue in its first year, but it was how MrBeast responded to the negativity that made this product so loved. So when the chain first opened, there was a few issues with incorrect orders and raw meat, especially in the burgers. Unlike the recent MrBeast responses, which we will get to later, it would make people love Beast Burger even more. Jimmy quickly owned up to the issues on many social media platforms and made sure that the raw food issue was resolved straight away, which actually happened. But that isn't all. He also refunded the money to everyone that got incorrect or faulty orders. Sadly for Beast Burger, most of the locations are now closed, leaving Beast Burger a loved product of the past, just like how MrBeast's finger on the app challenge is a failed product of the past. The challenge was launched in June of 2020. The game was very simple. Participants had to keep their finger on the screen for longer than everyone else, and the winner would get $25,000. The game was released a week before the competition started, and within a few days, the game was already #1 on the App Store. Yet, it would only be downhill from here. Over 1.1 million people tried to take part in the game, but within hours, many players reported major bugs, mainly sudden disqualification without releasing their finger. After over 65 hours, Jimmy decided that the challenge needed to end, over mainly health concerns. He started calling the remaining players, offering them money to quit, which only a couple accepted. The situation was made even worse when he released the finger on the app 2 in February 2021, which was even more heavily hated because of even more glitches and bugs. Finger on the app is definitely one of Jimmy's biggest fails, which is the opposite of the Love Feastables, which made Jimmy a billion. Feastables was created by MrBeast in January of 2022, being his first solo business venture outside of YouTube. The product actually has a deeper motive though. Jimmy suffers with Crohn's disease, meaning he has to eat a strict diet, and he couldn't find many luxury treats to eat, so he decided to solve the issue himself. Feastables was supposed to be the best for you chocolate bar on the market, being gluten-free, having simple ingredients, and containing organic cocoa. This made the product an instant success, with millions flooding to American stores to get their chocolate. But many were left disappointed, as they didn't think it was as good as Jimmy's claims. But this was when MrBeast decided to rise to the occasion. Similar to the Beast Burger situation, Jimmy decided to launch Feastables 2.0, which contained a completely new formula. This second launch was much better received, with many enjoying the new chocolate. Feastables has become an integral part of the Beast brand, being featured in all of Jimmy's videos, and has apparently made him over $500 million so far. Feastables is by far MrBeast's most loved product, but ViewStats is definitely his most underrated. ViewStats is co-founded by Jimmy and one of his team members, Chucky. The application was developed over 6 years using MrBeast's YouTube strategies. He invested over $2 million into converting his team's tools into a user-friendly product. But what actually is ViewStats? Well, you might have heard of vidIQ. It's basically its direct competitor. The platform is a YouTube analytics platform that aims to provide people with data. People can see every YouTube channel's views, subscribers, and projections. It is a well-designed software and is very easy to understand. This is what Jimmy is very good at, making the best YouTube videos, even despite his recent controversies.